You know what the fucking problem has been? Dude, you know what I don't like, dude? I don't like couples who on Facebook or social media or whatever, they create one profile for both of them. It's like, can you grow up fucking resemblance of some sort of balls? Professional Paul.
Dude, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, can you just fucking like keep some sort of like polarity in your fucking relationship? Can you just like not use the same name like John and Mary Smith? You know what I mean? And that's the Facebook profile. I mean, Facebook is shit anyway. Let's face it, people. Like, is it not just a cesspool of who gives a fuck anymore? Right? Which one? Am I on this one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can just go like this.
Yeah. So I don't know why I wanted to start with this. I think I saw my friend, and it's like, you're married, you have kids. I don't know, Paul. What's your opinion of this?
I think it's also like it's a problem from a logistical standpoint.
Sorry.
Don't worry.
It's all good. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's a problem from a logistical standpoint, because if you message those persons, like that account, how do you know which one responds? Like, I'm looking for...
It's an easy way to test it.
John.
Like, you want to go to to hookers, dude, and you just see the type of answer you get. I think
But
that's the...
maybe...
I think you should do that even if you don't know exactly who, just to teach that friend of yours a lesson. Like, come on, dude, what are we talking about?
Yeah.
Send him pictures when he was like, having tits in his face when he was younger. Like, remember this, dude? And see who answers.
Yeah, maybe she's very slick and she'll say, "Oh no, I don't remember." That's what my first girlfriend did. I don't remember. Can you send me more?
That's the beauty of it, though. Yeah, the beauty of it is, it doesn't matter if you fuck up. It's still on him. The lesson is for him. Like, come on. What the fuck, people? Don't use the same profile. It's like, do you have no sort of intimacy? Like, it's okay. Maybe some girls will send you a booby pic one day. Doesn't mean you want to go fuck that girl. Doesn't mean your girl needs to get involved in that shit. I'm sure she gets her own fucking dick pics or whatever, right? It's about trust.
True.
Get the fuck out of here. Like, no, fuck that. We have new sounds, people. We just updated our pad, and now you won't hear the generic ones. As always, I'm your host, Cosman. This is Paul. Let's show the people our new sounds.
Okay.
That's just a swish. We could have done better with the first one. Next one.
This is especially for the second part of the podcast when... Oh, no, it's not that one.
If you don't know
It's
your
not that
shit,
one.
don't shut the fuck up. All right. All right, that's from a song. It's Kelvin Colt. And it's called, what is it called?
Bury Me Alive.
Bury Me Alive, yeah. You should Google it. It's a dope-ass song.
I'll put it in the comments.
Yeah, sure. Come on.
Then
Let them fucking, like, make an effort. They'll like the song
Okay.
if they're into hip-hop.
Now we gotta make an effort.
You know what else I don't like, dude?
Uh,
And this is going to bother a few of my friends, but they can go suck a dick. They know I love them. You know what else bothers me, dude? When people have kids and then they choose to put every picture since that child is born on social media.
Oh, yeah. That's fucked up.
First of all, dude, you don't know who the fuck's watching. Like, you don't know. Even if your shit is private, is it like, why the fuck would you just... It's okay to put a few pictures or whatever the fuck, sure, but I never got this. Like, you don't know who the fuck is watching. I know you're past that age where you try to bury your demons and pretend like all the dirty shit you didn't do. If you're a girl, if you're a boy, you pretend you did them tenfold because you're complex that you're not hitting any new pitches anymore, right? But like, don't fuck with your kid like that. Plus, what fucking kid thinks what their parents did is cool? You know what I mean? Like, don't put every fucking... Let's assume you were fucking 16 once, and up until 16, your mother would have had like a social media profile. Yeah. You didn't know what the fuck that was.
With my ass in the sand.
Yeah.
Like
and even like embarrassing shit, like some of my friends do. Like, wiping their asses or stuff. Maybe it's not too explicit, but still, like, who wants to be 16 in high school and have like a social media profile with every embarrassing thing their parents thought of putting just because they wanted it a little bit more, you know, like to be noticed in society because they're bored and or stressed.
We are yet to see, because I think the generation will.
Obviously. Yeah. But it would
come at
like
age.
whatever the logic in your head is to like just update strangers with your kids' little things. I know you might think it's cute, but one, there are creeps out there, and two, like, are you crazy, dude? Whatever your parents thought it was cool for you, you didn't like it. Be it clothes or fucking food or the way, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I know.
no fucking kid likes his parents' shit, man. And you're just gonna create a
Maybe it
profile.
will be cool. Like,
don't think
he's
so.
gonna be that guy or she's gonna be that girl.
Times change, and yes, information travels faster, and it affects how we get along with each other as a species, I would say. But this constant truth, like other constant truth, will remain there as a pillar. Kids will think whatever their parents did sucked, and it all right, shut the fuck up. And it probably did, right?
Let's think of a good thing that could come out of it. Just like a mental exercise. Like, what could come from this that could be beneficial for the kid?
I don't know if he. I see no circumstance except, you know, like ludicrous ones. Like, what if he wins a?
You went to Ludacris?
What's wrong with ludicrous, dumbass?
I don't know, but I didn't associate Ludacris with raising kids.
Oh, lordy lord. Yeah, so fuck that too. Can I get an amen in the comments?
We're waiting.
That's all right. They have a delay. Yeah. What's up, Paul? How you been, dude?
Very good.
Very good.
Not so much new stuff. Just living.
Just living.
Chill.
All right, cool. See,
How have you been?
I'm good. I'm trying to fucking like keep up with work, but as you know, sometimes things don't fucking work. What the fuck you gonna do? I did see. We should. You should see that movie. We should start watching movies together so we can tell people. But I saw that movie Shazam, and I have a lot of comments on it, but I was kind of high, so I don't remember all of them. I need to re-see it again. But it was a fun movie. Yeah, I almost went to the cinema. Now I kind of regret that I didn't. The effects are very good, and it's like basically every kid's fantasy. Just a kid having superpowers. Although there was like everybody just gets amazed that they can fly and like zap shit and everything,
Yeah.
and I never like. That's why, like, I know it's a superhero movie and whatever, he's supposed to be clean, but there was no joke, at least. A little joke, a little nod to the fact that the greatest superpower when you're 12 is to have a full-grown dick at your disposal. No, but for reals, he's like, they don't have to, like, show it, but just do a little, like, I don't think I saw that shot. I was like, come on, man. What are we doing
Look
here?
at this thing.
Yeah, before, like, what's the first thing you would look when you were 12? Remember when you just you felt skinny and, like,
Yeah.
and your dick was just growing. You're like, God damn it, this will never grow.
Water it.
Yeah,
Maybe
right?
we'll grow faster.
Like rub it. Yeah. But yeah, good movie. Yeah. What's going on, people? How you been? I know the title says let's chat about sex, and we probably
They
will.
already asking what should we ask things about sex.
Guys, you know,
It's not that we want to say no, but
throw some dilemmas now, you know, our way. It's okay. We feel like I put that title because it was clickbaity, and we're supposed to create the live before.
it was either that or my nipple. So
I think they would have preferred your nipple.
I don't know, man. I just want to play the sound effects because I think I switched them around and I don't know which one it was.
I think you're gonna let's just do them all at once, so now we can find out what they are. These
yeah.
white ones I made,
Yeah,
them, so
I
they're
know.
inactive. I mean, they are active, but they're stupid. This one is it's the song. Then we got the
Noise.
Oh,
we should end it on that one.
yeah, of
Like,
course.
did you like our sounds?
Noise.
Of course, Cam Peel. And this is when you're tripping. dude.
when you're tripping,
When you're tripping,
gotta-
we're gonna just use this. Like, what's wrong,
it will
Paul?
be tripping.
You're stumbling on your words, son. Dude,
Yeah.
you know, I was thinking.
Mm.
I was thinking about abortion. Always a fun subject, isn't it?
You dive right in.
No me to joke about it, but I was thinking.
Yeah.
If you have triplets,
Okay.
can you abort 2 of them? I mean, I know technically you can, but is it? I was thinking, what's the difference between a woman who had 11 abortions or whatever the fuck, right? Maybe not 11, but you know what I mean. Like 5 abortions, right? And then she can have the 6th child if she feels ready and, it still works. But why would it be so wrong to, like, if you have triplets? Come on, man. That's no news any father wants to hear. Nobody's planning for triplets. Oh, man, I'm going to get 3 at once. So why, people, I know it's kind of wrong, but, like, just step outside from your head for a little second and just think about it, like, technically. Why technically you can have 2, 3 abortions, but if you find out you have triplets, you can't abort 2 of them. Plus, it would be the greatest fucking teenage threat ever. Can you imagine just, like, I know parents say the whole saying, like, I made you and I'll fucking kill you.
Yeah.
But fucking, like, just keeping one of them. Can you imagine, like, I already killed 2 of you, you little shit. Do not fuck with daddy. No, I mean, like, you could say it. It could be really badass because he would have to think about it. What you mean, Papa? Motherfucker. Like, you were chosen. Now shut up and go buy daddy cigarettes.
Yeah, but how do you know you make the right choice? Because you can't tell which one is the best one, because not all brothers and sisters are the same. So
yeah, but you wouldn't know. Like, that's like saying from your, like, whole load that night that you impregnated your wife, you'd be like, oh, was it the right one? I don't know. It's a 1 in 400 million chance.
If you're too full of yourself, you can say they're all gonna be good.
Well, yeah, but
from me,
dude, come on, man. Don't even get me started. You know what the fucking problem is, Paul? Dude, it's nobody's. So many articles. I'm tired about, like, the Earth falling apart and measures we can take. Let's not waste. Let's not let go of fossil fuel yet. It's just like a political ruse. If we use batteries, those have their downsides and the jobs and everything. And, like, some are just trying to keep this planet alive, and other people are just pretending there's no problem. But no one, and I mean no one, doesn't address the fact that we gotta stop fucking, man. That's a simple solution. Now, this is not my thought. Bill Burr just put out a special last night. It's pretty great. You guys should watch it. But yeah, I saw this when I was like 19. His first special when he was talking about overpopulation, and that keeps echoing. Like, it's been like 13 years, and I'm still yet to hear a fucking politician dare bring this up. Like, we're just too many of us. It's too many. Just stop. Like, turn off the tap, and then the planet has time to. Dude, I wish. Can we do, like, world population counter? You know what I mean? Like, can we put, like, did you ever open, there's a website, you just write down world population, and that thing just fucking, like, somebody starts to, maybe, I was gonna say, like, shoot more people to equal it, but I guess these are fucking sad times.
In China, they, there's a law, you can only have 1 kid. And if you are...
They removed the dog. They removed it, like, a couple of years ago, yeah. Because they figured, fuck it. Like, we can manage. But it's not manageable. I don't know. There's this theory. I know I made a whole episode in Romanian about it, like a whole analysis of it. But there's this theory that we're going to naturally, like, plateau. You know what I mean? When we reach the high, yeah, but we're gonna plateau because we're like a fungus. We're gonna plateau because the Earth would be at the limit of the fucking resources. That's the stupidest fucking theory I ever heard. Plus, because of the pyramid of needs, right? Like, when you're at the bottom, which is like fucking 70% of the population or whatever, right? Or even under the line of poverty. Well, what the fuck can you do but fuck? That's your God-given right. Let's not go into religion.
Yeah, but you can pull out. Or you can use a condom.
Yeah, but you don't know that because you and me, dude, even if we think we don't have anything on this world and we're trying to get by or whatever the fuck, we're privileged. We're privileged to information and some parents who tried their fucking best and gave a shit. These motherfuckers ain't. And I know it's easy to just judge them, and God knows you shouldn't just lay over to be all like hippie. Yeah, murderers should be understood because none of that shit. But still, like, for your average Joe, what the fuck can he do? He wants to procreate, and just maybe his kids will do it because of this like instinct. And I'm not saying I should be allowed to procreate. I'm not saying that. I'm saying, we need to stop it somehow. And yeah, I don't know how, but that's not the. You can leave the white shot more, man. I mean,
there's just I think it will come with information, like as people will start to get. I mean, we live in the era of information. I mean, now more than ever, you should think that people are well informed that you should not procreate so much because we're on a verge of collapsing.
Having information, I think I made this point like a few years ago on another episode. Having information is not enough. When I used to be a kid, there used to be like the information used to be the ultimate frontier. We're going to have information. When that's going to be available to everybody will fucking know. Everybody just watches porn. What the fuck are you talking about? It's right there. But people choose, when it comes to information, there's no real like objective information anymore because people find their own little bubbles and corners to confirm their biases, right? To be fucking like in a little camp. But everybody's in all sorts of intersecting camps, so nobody belongs to anybody anyway. It's just pure hate, right? What the fuck are we talking about, man?
Yeah, well, then we need a... there's only internal motivation. Like,
there's not though, dude, because like I said, like every 20 years, there's a new generation, and you can't get rid of dumb. To a certain point in life, being dumb equals being young, and nobody can fault you for that. The problem is the young people can be re-educated, like we were talking with the GDPR, right? The same here. Like they just grow up with that, and then that's their normal. So they're easily they won't know. They won't. All they'll know, if it can be VR, it can be whatever. If you're poor and you don't have anything to fucking eat, you're just gonna be instinctive. You don't even know how to search for the information that benefits you. Where you grew up in your fucking, like project or whatever the fuck, like in some corners of our country too, Romania, right too, like that person can't even imagine somewhere where he could get out of that, because all he was surrounded by was people like trying to do all sorts of little shady business. That's all he doesn't have the concept of. You had the concept. You're like, look, mom and dad worked hard in life. These were like pillars for you, but he didn't have anything to eat, and his parents tell him, fuck off, dude. And yeah, it's not about information. It'll be available. They just won't be able to look at it. Instead, human nature would just do the same thing. I agree that the implementation of information and the quality of information should be better, especially in schools. To teach irrelevant shit now. At least when it comes to handling all the social media and shit. We have nothing on that. At least here in Romania, we don't, right? The fucking superstars and vloggers all suck fucking brands' dick, right? So there's no way they can talk any like common sense when it comes to exposing yourself and to your inner demons, what we're trying to fucking solve here, people, right? But give me a line, Paul. I forgot what the fuck I was. I'm thirsty. You tripping, son?
Yeah, I was just thinking of a solution, because I don't think like telling certain people to not have any sort of kid, like don't have any kids, that's not a solution. Because come on, who does that? Who will put the well-being of the whole entire planet?
Well, you don't tell them, dummy. You fucking create incentives for them, like the way.
Oh yeah, that's
the way China achieved it was like the more you
dictatorship.
Dictatorship. It can be like nothing is truly free, man. Don't get lost in that fucking like illusion.
Yeah, I know.
Look at, like I said, all the celebrities here in Romania. You feel like they're free, or they just have to. When you find like a so obvious commercial, like you want to just puke. That's not their freedom if you define it as freedom. But excuse me. Yeah, these kids. There's always going to be trainable. They're always going to be. I fucking finished.
Nah.
Noise.
Yeah. Shall we read some comments?
Yeah. Let's say hi to the people. What's going on, people?
Let's see. Someone said, "I love the old sounds so perfectly obnoxious."
Well, you're with Paul on this one.
Nah, I like this better.
All right, but you sure abused the old ones.
For sure. You gotta use what you have. Before we go any deeper in this conversation, is the podcast on Spotify? I think we said the last time it's not on Spotify yet, but it will be in the future, maybe.
Yeah, man. Well, like we said, every episode we're trying to bring an improvement. This episode's improvement is that it didn't start with our stupid faces just turning on
True.
the podcast from the station. You had a nice card, and we'll have a special sort of podcast card when it's going to be ready. But for today, we added 5 stupid sounds in a card, and I think we made progress. Hey, buddy, don't let me hang.
Oh,
all right.
Sorry. Yeah. That was not a.
You're tripping.
That's not a bro move. Can we find this on Spotify later on?
No, dude, it's just YouTube now. YouTube for now,
YouTube.
And then we'll put brick by brick, pillar by pillar, and then we'll make this shine, right? We'll give at least the English-speaking Romanian audience something to listen to. Fuck everything else.
Tell us a funny sex story, maybe something with hookers. It's not for now.
It's
for 5 minutes.
We always
sex.
close with our segments, the segment that's called 5 minutes in sex, which is never 5 minutes, but yeah, usually I haven't even fucking thought of anything today.
I did.
It's okay. Maybe you'll inspire me, and then.
Yep.
All right. Cool.
We will riff each other.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, this sounded just wrong. No. Wait.
All right. I think this one's too loud. It's bursting my fucking head. There we go.
Yeah.
Hold on. I owe somebody a wink and a kiss.
Wait. Do it again.
I can't. It was natural.
Natural?
I'm sure she saw it.
Okay.
What's up, baby?
You can. Do you have any? Not for now, but for 5 minutes in sex. Do you have any stories with hookers?
Not really, to be honest. I mean, I've lived a full life, but
I used to be.
That's also kind of a bragging, right? Right at a certain point, but or you take it.
I was on a high horse on that subject. I mean, I was like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
How can you?
Oh,
go
you
to
were high Kenyan.
Yeah. How can you go to hookers? Like, can't you have sex on your own? Like, can't you deserve it? But
you didn't yet discover the pleasures of actually using a person, right?
You can use people in.
We're talking about
paying.
women, in case it was a mystery.
We're not talking about people. We're talking about
whatever. We're straight. Doesn't mean if after that shower we're cool, then whatever the fuck.
But yeah,
you ever hit girls when your dick is hard? That's the only time I hit girls.
For sure.
If my dick is hard, I don't even know you have a bloody nose, but we'll test your limits, especially if you're lippy. Hey guys, sometimes when you're young, you meet some girls, they're shy, you're shy, you kind of get it on. Sometimes you have good chemistry, but sometimes you'll meet the chick that just got her titties, they just had silicone implants. The girls who has just one too many tattoos at, I don't know, 25 or whatever, and you'll see it from her trying that she's trying to overcompensate, and she'll give you that face like, do everything to me, which usually is code for everything but, swallow. But when she gives you that lip and kind of like tries to, hold out eye contact and your dick is hard, dude, just give her a little slap, see where her composure really stands. Then you'll see that little hesitation in her eyes, and then give her a good time. The bad time, a very bad good time, which, if she likes
5 minutes in sex. 5 minutes in sex. We will. If you want to see the best.
Don't fucking censor me, man.
No, it's not
It's not
censoring.
my
It's
fault.
postponing.
It's not my fault that God gave me strength.
Only strength.
only strength.
Noise. But yeah, if you want to see this part, the sexual part, you either stick till the finish or just replay it.
Dude, just let the people fucking... All right, they got it. It's at the end. All right. So what else are the people saying? I feel like we don't interact with them enough.
I didn't read the whole comment, but I feel this is good, a good one. All right, I'm gonna tell my existential problem. I'm in a relationship with my girlfriend since beginning of high school. Now I'm at uni second year.
Okay.
After this long time, I'm feeling like this relationship magic is slowly fading away. It's my first girl ever. In a way, I love her, but in another way, I feel like I should try something new. What am I supposed to do? This is a good one.
It's a classic one. What are you supposed to do, man? You just follow your instinct. Be honest with the girl. I don't know. For me, my high school girlfriend, I was always a piece of shit, I guess. But with the girls I loved, like, you know what I mean? But she was 1 year younger than me. And when I went to uni, that we had that talk. Like, I don't know if that's the case for you, dude. But for me, like, we had that talk, and she also would have came here in Bucharest, but 1 year later. So I was always skeptical of long-term relationships. So I was rather honest with her. We still tried on her insistence, but we just ended up what I said, and then I did it again about 6 years later, and same fucking result. But I never listened to my instinct, I guess, in those particular cases. But yeah, it's kind of shitty. I don't know if it's long distance for you or not, but even if it isn't, if the magic is failing, it's okay, dude. When you just had sex with another girl or just another boy, you don't have the context. I have, like I told you before we started.
Yeah,
I have a lot of ex colleagues that got married in high school, the same girl like you did, like 9th grade or 10th grade. They got together, and then when they were 22 or 23, they got married, and now they have, like, it's a beautiful family or whatever, but you have no rapport. The only thing your girl has to go on when she has sex with you when she'll be 30, if that's your only girl and she only had sex with you, is what the fuck you say. But she will always not know if that's true, if that's how men are or that's how you are, if you're pushing it or if you're not. So as a girl and as a guy, of course, like, it's normal. Just try to keep the good memories of the persons you had a thing with, so that if you meet them on the street 30 years later or even 10 years later or whatever the fuck, you actually want to give them a hug and hope they're okay. And that's the best you owe them. If you tried, both of you tried, right? Beyond that, you're supposed to experiment. You can overdo it, I guess. But what is overdoing it? Everybody's ready when everybody's fucking ready. When it was my case, yeah, the distance, any little thing, maybe, I want to say 6 months, Paul, maybe 6 months away. If there's still magic, you can do it. But beyond 6 months, when it comes to long distance, I don't know, dude. First you go away, and then you have to feel like you have to talk every night. And then the phone calls start not to be that often. And oh, goddamn. And you both understand why. But you're still pretending, and you start to get into that. She goes out with her friends and continues life. You go out with the people you meet or whatever the fuck, right?
Yep.
And then there's nothing in common. You kind of feel this whole thing.
I've been through that, and I only had like a 3 months, let's say, long distance relationship. She was just in a summer vacation somewhere else in US, and after like, I think usually the girl is the one who makes the phone stop ringing, because I think they're prone to wanting to live more. Because
if you had any balls, you would have told her before you left. That's why she's doing it. But you're young. It's okay. We all been young. You're stupid when you do it at like 30 or 25 or whatever the fuck. But if it's your first, I guess it's okay. But yeah, if you had any balls in the first place, of course she's going to do it, right? She's going to slowly drift because you're there. Oh, I understand everything.
Yeah.
I understand. I'm just letting you grow and like have some dicks, and then you'll back for my dick. There's no judgment. Go have some dicks, but I'm gonna get some pussy and have some perspective. And then if we'll meet and we're still compatible, which almost never happens, but that's what you should say and feel if you still love the girl, right? You say that. But in your case, did he expand?
No. There are just other people.
If you feel like the magic is gone, dude, don't force it. It's normal. Like,
and plus you're young. I mean, you should experiment. I live by this rule. I don't think anyone should settle if they didn't experiment in their life. I mean, I know it's the other train of thought too, because you only need one person, but let's face it, the odds of a successful marriage are not not so good. So you need to experiment to see what you like to, because then you can settle. People say it's you play, you fuck around, you just want to experiment and stuff like that, but I feel that if you don't experiment, you don't know what you like, and the odds of a failed marriage are rising.
Listen, dude, there's a lot of things beyond that too, but that is the pillar, yeah. And as a guy, because women are those who make the acceptance of sex and we chase them. That's the way our sexual chemistry works as animals. We're not definitely the only ones who operate on this fucking system, but because women get to choose, they fucking, I forgot what I was gonna say. You're tripping, son. Hey, you have some of this, and then
it's okay.
You spit out a bit of it.
I think I don't need it. I can be tripping.
What were you talking about? I had a point.
Experiment, but it's also beyond that.
Oh yeah. Well, at a certain point, dude, it's not just discovering. You can get really in love with your
True.
With your ability to conquer. You know what I mean? And some people think that's just for boys. It's not. It's part of becoming an independent girl is also embracing your demons. And part of that demon symbolically is people calling you a whore, whatever the fuck, choosing to chase your own little thing. But at a certain point, like, you can step on the other side where you think you're the ultimate like whore and it doesn't matter anymore. And that doesn't have to manifest itself in day-to-day life. You could be like this social broad, right? But you're just taking a load in the morning and then coming back to your boyfriend and asking for another one, like you knew what happened earlier. We did that type of shit too, of course, but all I'm saying is women can ride their demon, and it's okay. And then you feel like you have to procreate, and the younger ones are coming, and you don't get so many looks. So then you're thinking of the purpose of life, what the fuck you achieved until 30, and then you pretend that never happened. But that's part of it too. The ultimate thing when it comes to love, guys, I think it's to really make sure that you could be okay without the other person. That's the ultimate declaration of love, because that means you try, and that doesn't mean this is competition. If you don't do what I do, we're breaking up or anything. You just have to respect yourself enough to maybe not have not be complacent, and she'll try the same, but that in it with itself is telling each other, I love you and I see myself with you, but I will not be run over. Especially women need to learn this fucking lesson. Especially when the kid comes and there's all that vulnerability because you no longer can sustain yourself and you base on him. But yeah, wherever the case, some people do it for the children. But like I always say, I grew up in a sort of scandalous family life, and I rather people out there just have the courage to pull the trigger and maybe have a better raising of their kids, even if it's just with one parent. Right? I don't know. Back to the kid, dude. The
relationship.
Yeah, to the guy with the relationship. It's the 5 years is a long time. I'm guessing you already cheated on each other by now.
I don't think so. The way he writes it, I think he's really thinking about it and don't want to do a wrong thing.
If you think that's the case, then let me rephrase it. I'm sure she cheated, right?
Jesus. Ugh.
I don't know, man. It's like 5 years, and all you know is that maybe they have a little special connection. Maybe then, of course, there's exceptions too. But Kelly Madison is a website that says a lot about people. Said a lot about people. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, then you should Google it.
He expanded on the subject. So, as a conclusion, as his conclusion that he already had, but he wanted to hear us talking about it.
All right.
So the best thing is to talk to her about these feelings and thoughts I've been thinking about for 3-4 months and try to make a decision together.
What
I mean,
dude, it's not together.
It's not together.
It's your dick or not your dick. Because cut the shit with the nice comments. We don't know who the fuck you are. You want to get some new pussy. There's nothing wrong with that. You're curious about, even if you chased a lot of fucking like tail during your life, dude. It doesn't matter. Even if you're with a small chick for fucking 15 years and then you meet a tall chick and you see some long legs. You're like, whoa, fuck. This is like. It's like VR. How can I explain it to these kids? It's like you're really there. You're like this different proportions, different smells, different, and you need all that. And you need differences. You have to explore. You don't need to feel guilty. Of course, you not talk about. Yeah. The man move would be to tell her like, baby, I know we've been together a long time. I don't think I feel like this for you. I don't want to hurt you, but I've tried that. She'll probably insist that she. Once anyway, you'll fuck somebody, you'll feel bad because she understands, but you still, kind of feel trapped and sorrowful. And at a certain point when you kind of lose your masculinity after that because she can see the guilt, she'll fuck somebody maybe. And then you'll hate women and,
No, that's not fun.
Yeah, there's too many facials on the internet. I mean, God knows we all have to hate women a little bit, and I do more than most people, but I also love them. So I try to find the balance in between. And you can't find any fucking balance, if you have no fucking flavors of each, like a lot of perspectives.
Yeah.
You don't know where the middle is. That's why when you just have one girl and get married and create a fucking couple,
Facebook.
I brought it back. One Facebook profile for both of you, and there's no fucking nothing.
There's one person, not two. Always together.
It's boring. There's no polarity, right? I know it sounds douchey, but there isn't.
Yeah. So bottom line, you just take the decision yourself and tell her in a nice way because you still care about her.
Probably, yeah, but if you truly care about not hurting her, truly end it there, because the way it sounds, at least the way you're saying it, sounds more like you want it to happen. You never said anything about her or how she's feeling. I'm guessing there's a lot of guilt within you and you kind of like want to end it. So maybe in that particular situation, I would say
she's
like
a sweetheart, but
doesn't matter. Everybody's like,
dude,
you're always the sweetheart, and then you're the whore, and then you're
I was
like the balanced person. It goes innocent, then life gives you shit because your standards of perfection that the media and your parents instilled with you, and you are not met with what you're actually fucking facing in reality. Then you're like, fuck it. So some sort of like sexual nihilism, right? Like fucking let's go, everything goes, fuck it, I'm young, life is short, don't feel like I'm going, like whatever the fuck. So you go that, and then you find balance after a few. If you're good at noticing patterns, you'll see what's good for you. You might like a lot of traits that it's kind of creepy, but you might like a lot of traits. Like initially I went for girls that had nothing to do with my mom, where I said, the Oedipus and the Electra, whatever the fuck you choose characteristics, right? And then like I saw like, I also like girls who have characteristics from that. I was running from it like it was some sort of this weird thing. No, it's not. Same qualities as just,
Yeah.
But that's not always the case. It depends. Do you have a codependent relationship? Do you fucking, I don't know. There's a lot of sides to it.
Break it to her. Tell her what you feel.
Break it to her since you feel it. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Life goes on. Pussy goes on.
Yeah.
That's it.
Or, dude, any relationship, if it ends in 5 years, it was ended by 3. Nobody ends at the peak. Can you understand this? Nobody ends we've been 3 years together, nobody was at the peak of their love and they're like, well, let's end it now. Nope. You just have the downfall and you're already on the downfall. You probably were skeptical about this a year or 2 ago. So have some, balls, tell her, bear that fucking thing. Don't fuck too many times after that, because inevitably you've been so long together, she'll feel alone. You'll give in because you love her and you're part, probably discovered each other sexually. What are we talking about? Try not to fuck too long, and also be a fucking man when she moves on. because maybe now she's too. You see that you're the one who wants to break up and has other things maybe, but once you become strong, you might like. Some people. Sometimes you just some people. Also, sometimes you don't want. You're like, I hope my ex is good, but not too good. You know what I mean? A bit less good than where I'm jealous. Well, you might not know where that threshold is for you because you're impulsive, you're young. So get ready for that. But if you're ready for all that, good on you, dude. Much respect. You're a way better man than I ever fucking was.
Next one.
Thanks for listening, dude.
No, probably he's like, fuck. He's right. Fuck. Next one. The guy is 28. She's 16.
Oh.
Wait. He's a PC personal coach at the gym.
Yeah.
And
so he's a personal coach.
Yeah.
Is the same dude?
No, another one.
Okay, so.
And he says that she wants it so bad, and he doesn't know what to do.
She's 16.
She's fucking 16.
28.
It's the law is like this in Romania, at least. So
he knows the law, dumbass. He's asking for like a real honest.
No, I know, but somebody said
perspective.
Something about the law, and
well, talk to the guy. Don't talk to the other people.
I think he said also. Wait. I swear she wants it so bad.
Dude, first of all, it doesn't matter what the.
Is it even legal? He asked it. No, it's not legal. It's not legal at all. It's legal only if she is above 16. But the difference between you has to be less than 3 years. So if you're 19 and she's 16, it's okay. But if you're 28 or older than 19, she has to be 18.
Yeah, they call that statutory rape when it's not, I think. When you're like...
bringing the big words.
No, I'm just burping and I'm making these eyebrows
okay.
because all that fucking junk food we ate earlier. Yeah, I don't know. Fuck the law, dude. What are you talking? Why 16, man? Why isn't it like if you're even like a gym coach, dude, you must be getting like pussy left and right. Why does your dick have to be so special, man? Why does it have to be 16 where she doesn't know anything and yes, you're the greatest dick, you change your role? Honestly, dude, I never liked virgins. I never did. I had one virgin in my life.
I tried 2 times.
You tried 2 times or you succeeded 2 times?
I tried and succeeded 2 times.
All right.
The second time just to refresh my memory, but not.
No, it's I don't know. Maybe you like that, but the difference is too much. I think even like as a generation, beyond the fact that you're 28 and you lived your life and you know way many things about what you want to do, and this girl's just. But that's what you like, and I get it. Like I said last episode, we can't. Even if you like MILFs, you won't be 60 and you'll be like, oh, I want to fuck that 70-year-old girl. You'll be the woman. You'll be like, at a certain point, we all like younger girls, but I don't know, man. Don't you want a woman? Don't you want, even if you could, even the wrong side of it apart, it is wrong because she doesn't know what the fuck she wants yet. But let's say, there's people who had relationships and people like pretend it was so awful. Like half of this population in this world, fucking people were conceived way earlier than that live now. Right? So that's all right, but it's still shitty. Maybe if you're 20 but 20, dude, I slept with, the first time I slept with I always slept up like quite a lot. That's what I liked. But, and my age too, or whatever the fuck, I didn't. But when I was 27, I slept with a 19-year-old girl. And it's like, what, you want to punish her because she thinks she's so smart and you know better and your dick is hard? You're like, yeah, I'm going to rock your world, girl. Why can't you find a chick that she thinks she's all that, if that's the direction your dick heads towards, like proving women wrong or whatever the fuck you're into to feel? Why not find a girl that actually you feel like she has something to stand her ground with, like some knowledge when it comes to what the fuck it is to be alive, and also some sexual knowledge. You don't want no fucking virgin trying to like fiddle with your dick, and what the fuck is that? Find a woman and you find her limits and you push that limits, because we have no limits, right? But for a girl, like, what are you trying to seem, and where do you think is going to, just to dump your load, dude? And like, she doesn't even know. So cut the shit. Fuck it. Just say, look into her eyes and say, listen, you're too little. I know you think you're smart now, but you're not. It's not going to happen. But you're a sweetheart. Now get out of here and find a boy your age. And
do like shh on her face.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's I don't know. I'm sure there's a lot of things to be said about this, but that's cut the legal side. Like it's also illegal. Like you're gonna go to jail if shit goes wrong. But that shouldn't even be your main concern. Your main concern should be like, I want to find a woman, and then if that's your thing, hate her with my dick until maybe when your cum is gone and you feel vulnerable and you had a rough day and she squeezes you in her arms when you fall asleep and you think you can't fucking handle the stress anymore, then you'll see that side of her. And she's not a whore anymore. Then she can be a whore and a fucking lovely person. But then you have to take care not to put her on a pedestal or else you won't fuck her anymore. And that's a whole fucking process that we're going to deal with here, Paul. Yes.
I could also understand this part of not 16, but from 18 on, still young, but I can understand this desire to like mold her sexually speaking in which way you want, but not so like, not if she is virgin and totally clueless.
Yeah, but how can she be otherwise if she didn't have no dick?
Well, I said no, not virgin.
Oh, so you just like him youngish.
Youngish, you know. I could understand that, but 16 is...
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, whatever. I mean, even to, like, when I slept with the 19-year-old girl, I was trying to tell her, like, I was actively trying to tell her. Sometimes I would try to self-sabotage myself with honesty when it came to girls just to see if I can get away with it. And it usually just got me further, even if I was an asshole. Then I started to think if I could talk to people this way, and it works in a lot of domains. But yeah, just being honest with her, like, hey, you know, you're too young for me, right? Like, I would fuck you if you were naked, but I don't, like, what do you know? Like, he's trying to act sexy when she was like, And I'm like, oh, all right. Then you bring out that slap, like, just a little bit, just for a check, just to see, like, what's going on?
It's not
Nothing's
my fault,
going on,
God
baby.
gave me this thing.
Just look in my eyes and stop pretending like I'm biting. I didn't give you the full dick yet. And trying to, like, relax. I'm doing the whole tip thing before I thrust it in. Take a second. They have no cues, young girls. They don't know. It's boring. No. Bad boy.
No.
Noise.
Nice.
You have a bit of a lag. The guy with the at uni with the girlfriend, you know, said, by the way, her birthday is in a month. Should I break it to her before or after?
God damn.
That's delicate.
In a month, dude? Oh, shit.
I say wait 1 month.
Wait for what, man? He knows.
Wait for her birthday, man. I mean, let the girl have a... It's not.
Do you hear yourself?
It's not like he'll wait in a dungeon, like, you know, without food and water. Like, he's at uni. I mean, he can live his life 1 more month and then break it to her. It's not that bad.
This is a 6 months commitment, Paul. You understand this, yes? It's like he can't be her birthday and then, oh, by the way, I'm breaking up with you. That'd be way worse than breaking up with her now.
A week after.
A week after, really?
Yeah.
Like, then there was going to be a shitty birthday anyway, because if you know anything about birthdays, you make it last, dude. No, she's supposed to feel a little bit of like you tried like weeks afterwards. And then you reap the benefits. She'll be...
But if
he doesn't want to reap any more benefits, all he can do is hurt her even more. I say do it now, man.
If you do it now, just know.
He won't, but I say do it now. Just know
if you do it now that on her birthday, she would have another dick inside her. Just know that. The odds are like, okay, now I'm gonna party. Now it's my birthday. I'm gonna do whatever.
Let me see if I get this right. I gotta give it to my man Paul here. He's probably right. But what do you care, right? I mean, you should care, but of course you care, man. You should.
He shouldn't care, but he will care.
You know her taste, you know her smell, her typology. If she was your first girl, will attract you throughout your life. Like that, her typology. Like if you had like a like everybody likes a small girl. That the smaller he is, the bigger your dick feels, right? But I had my first, well, actually my second girl, but my first relationship, my first girl. That she was a virgin. She was like quite a tall girl, and I also like have a thing for tall girls just because of that reason. All right.
Yeah, but it could go the other way around because
I
my
like
first
progress.
girlfriend, I'm like, nah, that typology is a nah for me. I mean, it was a good relationship. Where I learned a lot, but nah, man, nah.
I'm saying you haven't. You'll be inclined to remember through. I'm talking about, dude. You'll
I
be
will
30
remember,
one day.
but you could go
What
search for
typology?
that
What
or
you won't
against the
search. I'm
grain.
saying when it does come up, you'll be like, oh shit. You see, like
Yeah,
particular things. I'm talking about
yeah,
body types. We're talking about, of course, like
faces.
personalities, but also like physically.
Yeah.
People don't understate this.
No, I do see it in other girls, but I'm like,
Here's another thing. I like
nah.
girls with fucked up teeth. I mean, like crossed over too much or anything, but right. But I like a girl with a little bit. I think I said this before. A little bit. It's a little bit of tooth, like a little imperfection. Same. My first girlfriend, right? I just like that. I think it's sexy, and she owned it too. So I like just a little bit of imperfection, a bit of a cross tooth, a little bit like that. I always found it sexy. It's like, come on, girl, bite me, bite my nipple with that nasty little tooth.
Someone said he's a teen and virgin. He doesn't know why he's watching us.
He's what?
He doesn't know why he's watching us.
Because he's a
He's
virgin.
teen and virgin.
Ah, someone, man. Your time will come.
Yeah.
This is you doing research. Don't worry. I used to watch Sex in the City.
I didn't used to watch anything. Even worse. Yeah. Someone else said I'm 20 and the same. And the most funny part is that I have so much advice to give that would probably be bad because zero experience. That's the best one. That's the, yeah. I've been that guy.
Hey, don't undersell that for yourself, man. Like, you might have intuition. When you're young, you might have intuition, and you know, grown-ups discount you like, whatever the fuck. And then it turns out when you grow up, even with women too, like you'll have some confirmations at a certain age, and then that will pile up to your ego, and you're like, you know, don't overblow it, but you'll be confident. You're like, yeah, I have this intuition, and maybe you're a virgin now, whatever the fuck, but you have like, yeah, if this makes sense to you, kind of like, and all this little bullshit. If you're watching my channel for a long time, then probably you got some of this shit out of it, right? Then you probably have some instinct. You have to have instinct, but you also have to do your research. You have to truly be curious about women, and I don't mean with everything. I used to just love to sit around and look at my mom talk to her friends when I was like younger. And just the way they talked about men and everything, I was kind of invisible because I was like, whatever, a 9-year-old kid. And I didn't process a lot of it, but I was still kind of like, yeah, if you have that, you'll be fine with women. Probably too much of a tail chaser, if you ask me. Right.
Word.
No.
No. No. Thank you guys. Finally, some people giving me concrete opinions. Okay.
I told you he could have Googled the fucking legal age himself. Oh no, this is the other guy. Hey, we have like quite a few people listening. Huh?
Yeah. Do you think a relationship can continue after one of the partners cheats? If you both agree you'll not cheat, because you might as well agree that you'll not like cheat like see other people. So I think yes, but if you really care about the person and really want to make an effort to carry on with the relationship, and also if she or he doesn't fall in love with the other person, that's
this is
where
so cute. This is so cute.
yeah, but that's where I think I draw the line, because sex is sex, but you know, not from a romantic standpoint necessarily, but from a logistical standpoint. Thank you. From a logistical standpoint, you don't have so much time with that person anymore, because if she loves him, she will spend more time with him. So you'll not have any more time with her. The love will be split. Like resources are split, and that's...
No, it's nothing like that, but it's cute. Here's my opinion. Of course you can. You just develop a codependent relationship. Now, it depends. I don't want to go into threesomes, but it depends what you feel cheating are. If you're into swinging, if you're young, you're probably not into any of that shit. But Of course you can, man. You can cheat. The way the way I cheated, I cheated a lot. I'll be honest with you guys, piece of shit. But you know, I always found my excuses, right? Like all of y'all. With my second girlfriend, with the one I started in uni, the relationship, it was about a year that we didn't. I was faithful because I liked the girl, and it was a certain circumstance. And we were, but at a certain point, she started to like tell me, you know, oh, my ex-boyfriend is in town. I think I'm gonna go out with him, and I would be like, okay, go out with him. Is your ex-boyfriend from high school, of course, like. And then her problem was I wasn't jealous enough. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I guess I am a bit jealous. I don't know what the fuck. Like
Everybody's a bit jealous. Jealousy cannot be eradicated.
But it doesn't need to be eradicated, man. It's about trust. It's not. I used to think the same like you. Like, it needs to be eradicated. It doesn't.
No. That's what I'm saying now. It can't and it doesn't have to.
It can't and it shouldn't, because you have to be a bit jealous to show that you care, or else it's not given.
I will give you a perfect example after that.
Yeah. So this girl, like, I'm going out, and she did it like a few times, and I think she was going overboard like 4 or 5 times. And at that point, I didn't cheat, and I'm sure she didn't either. And then I said, all right, about a 4th time she said it or something like that. I was like, listen, I don't know if you're doing this to make me jealous or whatever the fuck, like, but at this point, I can tell you I'm jealous. And I told her, like, I'm not even, like, jealous because I think you really like him or that. I just think it's kind of this, you're trying to do to spite me sort of a way, like, trying to get a reaction out of me. And maybe I was too young and I was maybe too nice and maybe too logical instead of, like, maybe she wanted to see a little bit of passion. But I didn't know myself. What the fuck? But I told her, like, this is starting to bother me now. And like a few days passed, and then she's like, guess who I'm going out with now? And I think it was like a Thursday or a Friday. And she's like, I'm like, with your ex again? And like, yeah, do you mind? I'm like, not at all, honey. So I didn't have a car. I took the fucking train. It was a 5-hour train to Constanza, to my hometown. I slept with an ex and a new girl that was kind of chasing me for a few. I came back on Monday or Tuesday. I think I went to her place like Tuesday, and I told her straight, like, I slept with 2 girls.
Hope you don't mind.
Yeah, it was a bit like that, obviously, but also like, I told you not to fuck with me. I mean, all I had to give was love. Yeah, because I wasn't jealous. Maybe I wasn't instinctive enough. Maybe, I don't know, not instinctive. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like trying to bring out the monster in her. Maybe I thought I had everything figured out and whatever the fuck. But at that point, yeah, I said that to her, broke her heart. She sent me home. Then she called me and we got back together, and we had another like 4-year relationship, like a total, with pauses and all sorts of shit. So, and we cheated on each other long. I mean, you know, I was expecting she's gonna cheat, because now you're like what I was saying earlier. Now you're on that defense where like, oh fuck, you know, I fucked up. But it's not that I didn't care. I did care. I always kind of like, since we're doing it, we had, you know, good periods, I guess, where we didn't do it, but I always had a thing for like, you know, just fucking use protection, and I use protection. And when we're together, I don't want to know if it happens, right? Because I try to do this thing with girls that, you know, if you fuck around, like truly, like actually fuck a girl or a guy, like just tell me. We can work it out, but at least I know what sort of relationship to adapt to.
Yeah.
You might have the risk for me not loving you, depends on the age or whether the personality type. But if you had some balls, you would say that little thing. And then what is it now? For me, it evolved into this codependent thing where like she was like feeling weak, and I always liked to play the chevalier, kind of like saving her, because that fueled my ego and that fueled my dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she was playing all these sorts of games, and you can fuck, like you can cheat, you can live together, but you can break up, and then there's nothing best when you're 27, 28, 30, 40. Who the fuck knows when you fuck an ex? I know some guys don't do that, but if you live through all this shit, you're like, there's a lot of course, sides to them, but there's always like the guy said, with just one girlfriend, like you don't know the difference of anything as a girl. So maybe she got tired of you. She's like, I don't know. I think he's just complacent. I think other guys are better. And you know she's being fooled as a guy, because you know all the tricks guys have. But for you, you're like, what a dumb whore. No disrespect, it's my dick talking. I am always like an excellent sweetie to a lot of most women in my life, right? But what a fucking whore. Like, that's the only way your dick can articulate things. And you're like, why? Because I can see her being fooled. She thinks that guy is special. He ain't, because I know the fucking things. Sometimes it's physical. Well, if he ain't special and I think she sees it, then it must be the dick. It's the dick. Fuck. So you, the fuck is this fucking whore? So you have these little things where like you start, and girls, you should pay attention to this because no other fucking like, a few people will say this shit out loud, men online nowadays, but you need to hear it. Like it's that's where the hate develops, and it's perfectly normal. You have to have it. Then how would you differentiate between a good woman and a bad woman? And it has nothing to do with the sex and the cheating. From a point, it has something to do with the balls of saying, hey, this is where we stand. Again, holding your ground. It's possible to cheat on each other and still have a nice relationship. It's not probable, but it is possible. It takes two to tango, though. But yeah, as a guy, you develop that fucking thing. You're like, ah, fuck it. And then you meet her a few years later, and then she wants you because she had a few dicks. She remembers, yeah, she had some good times. Maybe it changed her. Maybe yours changed. Maybe you develop a career or some shit, and now they want a part of you. You know what I mean?
Then what you do?
And what you do, you fucking
score.
Not just about scoring. It's just it's a different dynamic because we're in love with dynamics. We're doing I can stick my dick in a lot of girls, but what we like is like you're here on my terms now. And then you cheat in other ways. Maybe she has a bad relationship. You know those girls when you break up with them, and then they kind of send these messages back to their exes, like you get as a guy, like, yeah, I'm perfectly happy now. I'm so happy now. I'm like, all right, I know where this is going. I know you're trying to keep it perfect now because maybe it didn't work between us or the guy after you or whatever. Now you're painting this thing. So that's a timer going down towards she landing in your dick if you want that, But when she does come back, then it's on your terms. And then you learn some things, or maybe you're less afraid of some things because you're comfortable with them. Maybe she is. And then you have a different type of sex. It's hate, but it's also who you are. And depending on who wants it more, you can see the extent of the venom of that person. But as long as it's civilized, it's okay. All I'm saying is cheating it can be awesome. It's part of life. It depends how you handle it afterwards. That's all I'm going to say about this. All right.
Yeah, but also when she comes back, it could also be bad because it could be this like, oh, I need you. I want you to use me as a fuck doll, but she doesn't really want that, and you could see that she's sad that she requested that, but also it's some kind of pity, and that's not okay. Could also be that. And on the jealousy thing,
but it depends. Like if it's, then it should be on you as a guy to like sense that. And like I said in the song I haven't released yet, I have a lyric that says, if you're hard, I'll kiss you all nice, and if you're smug, then your butt will pay the price, right? If you're hard, I'll kiss you all nice. You know what I mean? Like maybe if you feel that she's overdoing that because she just needs to be loved, then fucking keep her. Baby, let's stop. It's all right. We can fuck later.
Yeah, well, I didn't know that back then.
I know, but you learn to feel it, I guess, to know it, and then it's instinctual. But you go down, and she feels comfortable, and then she opens up with all sorts of rivers flowing out of her. And you feel like you earned it too because you're there, have that moment. And then you're not afraid to be the monster. She won't be afraid to try new things. And that's how good relationships, at least the beginning of relationships, are built, with a little bit of sensibility from the other person.
After my first relationship, I made eradicating jealousy my personal project. I was like,
I feel you.
I was that guy who was like searching through the phone, through the messages, through the if I was at home and I knew she was at home.
But how would you think to eradicate that jealousy through you looking?
No. After the relationship, I was that person during the relationship, like looking through the phone, like I didn't. Oh Jesus!
And then you were disgusted with yourself and made it your mistake.
Yeah. I didn't let her put like what I was thinking like sexy pictures on Instagram, and not sexy, just like if she wore a skirt, that wouldn't pass. Like I was that.
What a fucking little
Yeah.
douche.
Yeah, I was that douche,
Wow.
like
Hardcore.
controlling her not to like get mad if she would receive attention from other dudes and stuff like that.
Oof.
Yeah, I was
That's kind of
on
hardcore.
that extreme. And after that, I made eradicating jealousy my project. And for a for a short period of time, I really thought I did it. Like not did it completely, but I could control jealousy, you know. But then I discovered that jealousy has a very good purpose. Like I see jealousy good only in the benefit of the other person. Let me explain. I was at my girlfriend's house, and the security guard from her flat, like from her block, called her and asked her if she has a charger for the phone. She went and gave it the charger. I was still upstairs, and she spent like 10 minutes or so down there. And when she came up, she was like very upset and like sad because he kind of cornered her because he was drunk and
Okay.
he hit on her. And
I
she
think if
was
you corner her, it's not hitting on her, but all right.
corner her. Better said than. And I was like, okay, so my eradicating jealousy mode went on, and I was like,
Yes.
I was like laughing and trying not to be jealous. Meanwhile, she was sad and like she was kind of abused and cornered, and I was like just thinking of me and I'm not jealous. I'm just so cool,
Yeah.
but it's not cool.
Yeah.
It's not cool if she is affected by that.
Well, no, it is cool if she's affected by that too. It's not. She shouldn't be indifferent to your jealousy, even if it's the right amount of a little bit. Because then, no, she should be affected. It's okay. She should respond in nature, like in the same. Like I always liked girls that I could joke about, like, and I still do. And my girl, what's up, baby? You can use the wide camera, by the way. I mean, people want to see your face too. I'm too ugly. That's why I brought you here. But yeah, I always like girls who like I could like actually talk about a woman. Like she's pretty. Oh shit, what I would do with her. Like we're walking together, right on the street. We're just talking. She can say like, oh, he's hot. But then you can be also jokingly like, probably he doesn't pack the heat I do or whatever the fuck. You make a little joke, and that's like a little thingy that's jealousy shown the nice way. Like come on, baby. It's all like you're not supposed to like. Look when when I'm with my girl, like if I see a pair of back tits, I won't always do it. Like if it's an obvious like girl, I never did with like a girl who just I'm showing my tits today. I won't give her the fucking satisfaction. I know she's waiting for that side view, like glance, and she thrives on it. Fuck that.
I will not.
Yeah, but
I will not.
yeah, exactly. The pillars of my fucking neck are cracking, but I won't do it. But yeah, when I see just like a pretty hot girl, I just follow her with my eye. I try to look in her eyes to kind of see them trip, when you just follow them with her. And my girl might mind a bit, but then she doesn't mind that much because she knows I'm not doing it like a creep. But I might do it if I see a girl. She might do it if she sees a guy, and then we'll talk about it. Maybe we won't. But she shows me a little bit of jealousy, and I appreciate that. I mean, she cares, and I show her a little bit. So it has its place, but some people overdo it.
Yeah.
I rather not know, dude. I rather fucking not know.
Me too.
I think the most selfish thing, and it's been said to me when I was an extra piece of shit up until I don't know, a year ago, 2 years ago. No, I'm still a piece of shit. I'm kidding, people. But yeah, people used to tell me like it's so selfish to like tell people that like you cheated. That's the most selfish thing. Like I cheated on you. What I did to my girl. Like my friends always like, that's so selfish. I was like, I don't give a fuck. But it is selfish. Like if you feel guilty, not to do it for revenge, but if you do feel guilty, I don't feel guilty then. I felt entitled to it. But if you feel guilty and then you tell, sometimes it's better if she doesn't know. She might have done it to you. And maybe if you're young, you could accept the reality that it might not be forever, but make it fun while it is. I know it's easy to say, and there's a lot of things changing each other, but yeah, try to keep your mind open to the probability of it and just enjoy it.
Word. Someone asked, and after this question, I think 5 minutes and 6. Right?
I think we're an hour in, right?
Yeah, more than.
More than. All right, people. 5 minutes and sex.
No. Wait. Just to clarify, do you think jealous means you care? Not done I cannot.
Have a sip of water, dude.
I don't have any water anymore.
I'm almost out too. Shit. Should we put the card and just go?
No, it's okay because in 5 minutes in sex, the glass will be full.
Listen, so they can wait for 5 minutes in sex.
Yeah.
Talk to them a little bit. I'll get us some water. Fuck that.
Okay. So I think jealousy does not mean. Thank you. Jealousy does not mean caring, but in certain special moments like the one I described earlier where she was kind of in danger, her honor suffered or something like that, you should care about her integrity. Let's put it like that. Like, or be a little jealous, just as a play, just as a game. You can take it as a game. But don't search through her phone. Don't be jealous if other guys hit on her. Just let her play your game. You play your game. But all in good faith. Always. Ooh, thank you.
What was the question again?
Do you think jealousy means caring?
Well, what did we just talk about? It does to a certain point, to a little degree, yes. You're supposed to be. You want that person. And if you don't, either you're delusional and you think you're all that, or you fucking, I don't know what the fuck, you're pretending like it's all perfect. It's a little bit is okay. Too much is like, you don't have that thing where I can't live without you, that it makes it attractive for other people. If you keep yourself in check and keep growing, the girl will always kind of like fall in love with you a little bit while you pull her in a certain directions. If you have bad habits or whatever the fuck, maybe sides of you, you'll pull her in those bad directions. You pull her too much, then she'll she'll have reasons to kind of like doubt if you should be together. And she the same. Doesn't mean she can't be just this fucking rescued girl that you're the pillar. No, I like a strong woman. Bring it to the table. If you're a strong woman, there's even more to conquer, right? And I like to be
challenged,
yes, but also like fucking, I want like all men should want, like an alpha bitch with him. Like I want to be proud of my girl. I'm happy when she succeeds. Makes me sexy. Keeps me in check. Like, man, I better not slack off too much. True. I want this girl to be, let me be proud of me. I want my dick to be like hard. Now I know I can have her any way because she loves me. I won't allow it for myself. She'll fuck me anyway. I'll grow a bit of gut, which I did, but I feel like I justify it with medical reasons.
You do.
Yeah.
You do.
Whatever. It's not just about physical. Like here too, jealousy is part of that. If you're too jealous, then you won't allow that person to expand. And like, and you are showing like weakness. You be real with yourself because you can't let that person develop. You don't trust enough in yourself to let her fucking develop in a way where no matter how she does, you will still be a pillar. And if you're chasing her seeing you, if you just want her in a box while you fuck other chicks, you can do that too. But that's a different type of relationship. You got to be honest with yourself, and definitely don't bullshit me here, motherfuckers, because I'm calling it. Come on, be honest in those fucking comments. Nobody knows who the fuck you are. Yeah.
Okay, 5 minutes sex.
5 minutes and sex, baby. Yeah.
Okay, so
go ahead, Paul. I have nothing, but I'm sure I'll find
something. Word.
There's
bars.
Bars.
So the first red flag I encountered regarding the love I have for myself was during sex.
Okay.
Because I was having sex, right. Doggy style, and
I touch you,
and I was thinking of kissing her. You know, I felt the need to kiss her, but meanwhile was lazy and also didn't want to change the position right then.
Yeah.
So I was thinking so hard at kissing her.
What is a kiss? If I spit on her now, it's sort of like a kiss.
Kind of,
What's
but
the
not.
difference?
not,
No, okay,
not-
go ahead. So, go ahead.
And I was like, okay, thinking so hard that I did like this. I was having my hands on the wall, and I did like this.
Oh shit,
Just a small smooch.
dude, I did that too.
You did that too?
When I was like your age, I will never live that down. I have to be honest with you. I did. For me, it was the shoulder. I was going to the gym and I was getting my shoulders. I was playing basketball anyway. And I know it was this little second. I wanted to kiss her, but like I don't know why the fuck. I swear to God, this is like.
I know.
I appreciate when we started this. We always agree that we're gonna be real with you people, but also like real with our stupid asses and say embarrassing things if we do it. I'm real proud of you. Hey, give me again. Don't let me fucking hanging. All right. So yeah, definitely, I feel you. But then, since then, you kind of like it remained there. Like what a fucking douche. You look at it the same way you look at it, like the jealous dude. There used to be you in the first relationship.
Yeah, but it was so.
You're tripping.
It was the like so unconscious. Like I didn't think about kissing me. It just happened. Like the body went that way.
I understand
it was crazy.
so much. I understand.
And it happened once more.
This happens to egomaniacs. I didn't go for twice. You went for twice?
The second time I was in a bus, and I was my hand was hanging like I was standing like this, and I was just gazing through the window, and I just did like this.
Dude.
The same without thinking. Never happened since. But
this is
two red flags.
That was funny, dude. Like you have foreplay with yourself, then you go home and jerk off. Once you first kiss yourself, like you give yourself attention in the bus, like, hey, big boy, nah, you stop now. Then you go home and you don't just directly grab your dick. You kind of like touch your leg a little bit, like you kiss your arm again.
After is so proud of me, like noise.
Noise. All right, that was fun. Yeah, I feel you, but I didn't go for twice. It happened to me when I was like 21 or something, and then I was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" But the same, it wasn't calculated. But I did, like you said it very well. It was like a red flag for me too. Like I better. What the fuck is wrong with
check.
Me? Yeah, like dark side to keep in check. You know what I mean? Like what the fuck? This develops into like I said, I'm trying to keep the peeing on women part for over 40 because then you'll run out of things.
That's another subject.
Let's not go there yet.
Another subject.
Right.
We will do our homework and we will talk on subject then. Maybe.
I don't know. I'm really wasn't too inspired, except I thought of it. I want to tell a story. It's not necessarily sexual. I have a lot of sexual stories too, but I feel like I talk too much about sex this episode anyway. This is how I got fooled to be operated for hemorrhoids.
Oof.
Hemorrhoids. I'm tripping. When I was listen, do you guys have hemorrhoids? Pregnant girls, where you at? After pregnancy or whatever. Dude, I have them. They're genetical for some guys. Some guys get them from sitting too much in the chair. When I was in 10th grade, I had what they call medically a bouquet of hemorrhoids. Yeah. Switch to the white shot so people see your face too. I want them to see your reactions. All right. So yeah, it got to a point. Like, I mean, whatever the fuck, people. It is what it is. It's actual pain to not be able to fucking poop because they're inside your colon and they're also outside types. And every time you poop, it's like somebody's scraping on your asshole. I think I would have liked to have a finger up my ass, like some guys do. It's just like some girls try it. I'm like, it's not. Trust me. I appreciate the effort. Sport.
Some girls. Exactly.
I will return it. I'll see. I saw it. Let's not go there. So yeah, it was getting to the point where I couldn't eat because that was just. And also, I have like a really long torso, and my insides are 15% longer than a normal person, which also makes me predisposed to constipation, right? So that's a bad combo. Anyway, You can get grossed out or not get grossed out. I don't give a fuck. It's medical. Happens to the best of us. But I was like, no fucking way I'm getting operation. Not a fucking... did I still... I'm not sure I told this story before.
I don't think so.
No fucking way I'm getting an operation. And, you know, my mom tricked me. She said, just go talk to the doctor. It's going to be okay. And...
Can you smell this for a second?
Go to sleep. She went to the doctor. She was like a 40-year-old woman, like a very nice professional woman. Told me there's nothing to be afraid of. We'll just have you drink this like gray thing that they can like see my inside, see what the problem is. We'll take a picture of you, and then we'll have you have just a little needle prick in your like spine, and you won't feel anything from your waist down.
Yeesh.
Cool. I spent the night. I didn't eat. I took drink the fucking like RoboCop scum, whatever the fuck. It was horrible. Borium, I think it's called. They fucking scanned me, whatever the fuck. It's time to go to the operation room. The nurse sends me like, go in that room, change you to a robe. I'm in a room like naked and just one of those robes that you tie kind of in the back, right? So I went in fucking into the operation room. The doctor's waiting for you. I expecting like a doctor, the madam, and the fucking nurse. It was her, the nurse, 10 fucking students, medicine students, like most girls.
Noise!
Not noise. Not
Noise!
no, not at all. Because when you're fucking 17 or whatever, like what is 10th grade? Yeah, maybe like 16, 17,
Yeah.
right? These are fucking 19-year-old gorgeous girls, and it doesn't even matter the gorgeous, and my dick shriveled up to a peanut.
Fuck.
And she's like, the doctor is feeling jokey, like, come on, take it off. There's nothing these girls haven't seen, like, I'm like, all right, I know.
Oh, Jesus.
But then again, like, have they seen what, like, even if you're dead, your dick kind of like elongates a little bit because there's no
gravity.
Like, gravity and stuff. Like, no, it's just, it's emotions.
Practically it's hard because rigor mortis, you know.
Don't worry, I have loose balls, grandpa balls. So I was like, they'll see something. No, but I was really shy. Yeah, like in 20 years, probably. So yeah, she's like, yeah, don't be shy. So I take it off, fucking peanut dick, hairy blonde balls, girls giggling under their mustaches, trying to like bury their fucking chins in their notepads. They saw
Too small.
My first thought was, ain't I supposed to be fucking asked, like when this, like fucking, like, aren't you supposed to like sign something? Then I was like, fuck, my mom must have did. Like, why the fuck wouldn't she tell me? Like, not only she fooled me into thinking this is like easy operation, which it is easy, but afterwards it's hard to recuperate, right? Not only that, but it's a hemorrhoid operation, and there's like 10 medical students. She's laying me down on this like birthing table, right? Like a OBGYN table. A guy, you say it.
Gynecologist.
We're tripping, son.
Say it fast. Gynecologist.
And I had the legs up like you would get, and they put a little towel on me after this, like this lady, this an anesthesiologist. Shut up, I'm the high one, right? She crossed my arms like this, and I had to put my
No, man, that's
I
UFC.
had to put my hand in her cleavage, and they pricked me. Afterwards, I felt like you know how you stay a lot on the toilet and you don't feel you feel tinglings. And afterwards, I laid on the fucking table with my legs up. They put a towel over here. She's like, "You feel this? No, you feel this?
Do you feel this?
They're probably just like flicking my dick, which by this time should have loosened, right? Because the emotions couldn't affect it anymore. I was all numb. Can you feel this? Can you feel this? No, let's get started. Like, how do you feel? That my asshole was spread tight, like open. There was 5 girls fucking taking notes, and the doctor kind of like, I was kind of just like moving on the table, but I can feel it. The girls just writing like notes about my asshole. And the other girls, they were taking turns, and so the other 5 girls were staying around my bed like, so how do you feel? What college do you want to apply to? Like,
For real?
Like, yeah. Like, do you feel? I'm 10th grade. Wait, would you shut the fuck up? This doesn't have to be like a conversation.
I would apply to your vagina right now, but I can't.
I had no way with your asshole spread on a OBGYN table, and your fucking dick shriveled into a peanut. You're gonna have comebacks, Paul. You have no comebacks. All you have is like, oh, I don't know. I was thinking economics. And meanwhile you're moving because the dog is pulling on your asshole, and while one of these girls asked me these like so what are you into kind of questions to, I guess they got instructed to, or they were just fucking with me to like keep me busy. The dog goes from under the fucking sheet and goes, your asshole's open this big.
He was like,
dude, like the shame, Paul, I felt like. Oh, even after all these years, I don't understand what purpose did that comment serve? Like, she just got out from under the sheets of work is here, and she just said this: your asshole is this widespread, like with like a little grin in her face.
Maybe
then she went back down and like fucking worked it.
She expected like another reaction, like, well, God gave me this strength.
I don't know why God gave me this strength. But yeah, I was like, what the fuck? Is it too big? You know what I mean? I keep having these questions. I was like, is it too
Can't
big?
you feel?
Was it quick? You know what I mean? Like what impressed her? Or was it just to like traumatize a dude till he's 32 and talks to hundreds of people telling them about gross stories they don't want to hear about it? Well, you fucking heard it, dude. Fucking heard it. That was 5 minutes in sex. Oh, it's like 2.5 minutes in sex and 2.5 minutes in embarrassment, sexual embarrassment. Yeah, but ladies and gentlemen, I hope you liked it. As always, I want to thank my pal, Paul. Thank you.
No, thank you.
Don't forget to share if you like it. We also subscribe to the ROMERCIAL channel, which is Paul cutting these podcasts into digestible bits. It's just write RAWMR, and I don't know how to spell the other ROMERCIAL, right? ROMERCIAL. Help out on Patreon if you like. It's Patreon/ROMERCIAL, right? And follow us on Instagram if you just want to see us get stupid. Paul is at Paul Dovan. That's DOVAN. Man, you're
such an international name.
It's such an easy name to spell.
DOVAN.
Of course, I'm at ROMERCIAL. Until next Wednesday at 8:30 to 9 p.m., we thank you for watching and have a lovely one.
We gotta end it like this.
Noise.